Hey, what's going on, you guys? Welcome to another episode. Today, I want to talk once again about fitness, which is, as you guys know, is going to be a very consistent topic. It's going to be a very consistent goal with Revived and with Collectively Fearless, the YouTube channel. And today, I want to talk about fitness in terms of habits, okay? Because habits are what make the dream work, right? You can't really get anywhere that you want to go without making something into a habit. And I talk all the time about spirituality being a very strong force behind your fitness, because once you're good here, once you're good emotionally, once you're good in your head, then you're going to be good out on the floor. You're going to be good out with the weights, with the machines, with their exercises, with your cardio, with your group classes. You're just going to be revved up and ready to go, right? So your spiritual your spiritual awareness is a very strong component for that. But you also have to make fitness a habit, because even though you might go to the gym, maybe you go to the gym once and you feel empowered. You feel like, wow, like that actually felt really good. I could see myself doing this until the day I die. And then you just stop there, right? And you just think, well, you're good, you don't need to do it anymore. Bullshit. Eh, you have to make it a habit, because if you don't make it a habit, I mean, that's why I decided to start 75 hard 3 months ago. Because the way that 75 hard is structured, and the way that it is designed, is to not only get you to develop good discipline and good habits, but to develop good habits long term. And it takes at least 2 or 3 months to make your daily tasks, like work out twice a day, drink water, drink a gallon of water each day, like read a book. It like in order to make these habits permanent habits, you need at least 2 or 3 months to really like focus on them, and get serious about your day-to-day tasks. And I mean, I just talked about this the other day with my sister, because she asked me about 75 hard. And one of the things that I brought up that Andy Frisella brings up quite a bit when he talks about his program is that if you only stick to a certain regimen or program for 2 or 3 weeks, it's just not like it's not they're not going to become long-term habits. It's just all going to just completely go out the window. And the reason why habits are so important is because once you decide in your mind, because remember, it's all a mental thing. Once you decide in your mind that this is something that you have to do every single day, because you know you'll improve as a human being. Once you make those tasks, like working out, like reading a book, et cetera, a habit, well then, like I mean, they're going to be long term goals. I mean, I don't think I've ever heard from one person who decided that they wanted to go on like on a certain fitness regimen or on a diet plan, so that they can reach their goals of, I don't know, lose weight, gain muscle mass, trim body fat. I've never heard one person that reached the end of their program and reached their goals decide that they didn't need to do it anymore. And if you decide in your head that you don't need to do it anymore, even though when you finally reach your goals, that a lot of that is pride, a lot of that is ego. And what does the Bible talk about when it talks about ego? That pride goes before the fall. And if you ever get to a point, which is never going to happen, it's a pipe dream. If you ever get to a point where you feel like you're all good and you don't need to improve improve anymore, or you don't need to make certain things into habits anymore, well, that's when you start to get worse, right? Andy Frisella talks about that a lot on his podcast and with 75 Hard. So it is absolutely um, important to make whatever it is that you're starting, or whatever like certain things that you decide to do throughout your day-to-day life, like workout, um, uh, maintain a proper diet. You have to make those permanent habits, because if you make those permanent habits, well, then you're not only are you going to be able to maintain where you're at currently right now, but you're going to keep improving. You're going to keep improving. You're going to keep improving, because the journey never stops. The only time that the journey ever stops, the only time where you don't need to improve anymore, is the day that you die. That's when you can start to take a breather. That's when you can start to rest. That's when you can that's when you don't need that's when you don't need to have habits anymore, is when you die. But until that day comes, keep making going to the gym a habit. Keep making your diet a habit. Keep making like your career a habit. Make your goals habits long term, because if you make your habits long term, there's the sky's the limit. There's no end game. There's no end period. The only way that you'll know that it's the end is when you take your last breath. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope it brought value. I hope you got something out of it. If you did, make sure that you subscribe to me on YouTube at Collectively Fearless. My Instagram handles, it's Mandy_eyes. I will post videos daily. And if this helped you as much as you would think it would help somebody in your life, somebody close to you, make sure that you share this content with them, so that this message gets to them as well. And go to my sponsor, Urban Boulevard. They're a clothing company with a lot of really cool designs, a lot of really cool accessories. And if you go to their website right now and you apply my promo code, you will save 25% off. Saves you a little bit of money in your pocket, and you'll get something really cool and nice shipped right to your doorstep. So anyway, guys, that's all I have for you. So until tomorrow, I will see you again soon.